Oops, I don't have this out. Okay. Happy summer, my beautiful nail friends. I kept going back and forth whether or not I was going to do my seasonal rack for the summer or not, just because it's so late in the game. I don't know, I didn't really see the point. But some of you guys have been reaching out to me on Instagram asking if I was going to do the video, so I figured I'd sit down today, make some time and record it. So if you guys have followed me for a minute now, you know that when it comes to seasonal polishes, I tend to take a look at trends. I look at new collection releases for that season, and then I shop my stash based on that. This year, I have not done that. It's been a minute now. I want to say a good 6 months or so. I really have not kept up with new releases. I've been putting on whatever I do. I try to do seasonal racks, and I just pull, you know, wear whatever I want from that. But I haven't been keeping up with the trends and new collections and stuff like that. So what you're gonna see up here is just whatever I felt inspired to wear this summer. Down here are my polishes that I have in my project polish. I'm not gonna go into detail on all of these. I will though mention some polishes that I think are great colors for the summer, but I don't want to go into detail because I've talked about them, I think, at length, and I have my project polish videos. I rather focus on the polishes that I pulled from my racks and my drawers and stuff like that. So let's get this a little closer and see if we can get this relatively focused. I hope that works. I think that's great. Okay, so I'll start off with this OPI polish. It's called Sunrise Bedtime, and it is a pink holographic. It's really great. I actually have it on my nails now, incorporated into this manicure. Excuse me, I think I still have lotion embedded into my cuticles. It's just such a great holographic polish. It's super sparkly. It is a glitter, like a micro glitter, so it does stick to the nail terribly, but I love it. It came in a little duo my mom gave to me. I think it was a Breakfast at Tiffany's little duo with a red polish, which I also love. And I've used the crap out of this. I've added suspension base to thin it out many times. This does thicken up quickly. It does tend to have that tendency of drying out, but I don't care. I'm actually hoping at some point I can find something from maybe a newer collection to replace this one, just because it's gotten so thick. What I do need to do though is maybe go on TKB Trading's website and buy the suspension base, because that's exactly what I need to thin this out. Yesterday I had to add just a crap ton of thinner to make it workable for me. Okay, the next one, which I'm loving this color, currently on my toes now, and I actually have it incorporated into this manicure. This really pretty, it's almost like a bubblicious type of pink from LA Colors, and it's called Pink Bubbles. It's a cream, I guess. I mean, it dries, I have it on my middle finger. It's a cream, but it almost has a little bit of a curly type of formula, but it doesn't dry glossy. It dries almost to like a semi-matte type of finish. I actually had this in a bag to declutter, but yesterday when I was thinking about my manicure and doing a little pink Skittles type of mani, I couldn't find anything in my collection that I had that was similar to this color, so that I ended up pulling it out of my D-stash. So really, really great color. I hope I'm in focus. Okay. And then, as you can see, my first row is going to be polishes I've already worn, by the way. I don't know if I mentioned that. Next up is this Julie G neon coral. It's called Bikini. It is my favorite neon coral. It is coming off a little washed out on my viewfinder. I'm hoping that by the time it gets to editing, it all corrects itself. But this is a polish that's not made anymore, and the backups that I have now, I found actually on Amazon. I'm so happy about, guys, because I finished bottles of this and I just could never find it in store again. This used to be a brand that used to be sold in Rite Aid, and then I think they discontinued, or the company Julie G stopped making these polishes. I don't know what the deal was, but I'm just happy to have backups of this one. Wore it as a pedicure already, so really awesome. Butler Please from Essie is a cobalt blue. I mentioned it in a cobalt blue collection video recently. It's a cream. It chipped on me quickly. I don't know why that is. Don't remember ever having that experience in, previous years. But it actually chipped on me really, really fast this time around. I'm not too happy about that. So it may end up in a destash bag at some point. And then I've also worn Marshmallow. I actually wore Marshmallow, Butler Please, and this polish here. Let me back up a little bit. I feel like I'm too close. This Marshmallow, Butler Please, this glitter from Colores de Carol, and this red polish for 4th of July. So I'll talk about this glitter in just a moment. So Marshmallow is a white curly. I love it. I think it's great. I wore Funny Bunny last year, which is a white curly from OPI, and I'm almost dare say that I like Funny Bunny more than Marshmallow. Ooh. I think because it has a little bit more of that squishy look to it, which I really love. But Marshmallow is still really awesome. So. And then my 4th of July glitter from Colores de Carol. It's really the only 4th of July glitter that I have. So the last few years, this is the polish I end up wearing for 4th of July. This time around, I put it over top of this red, which is Gitani or Gitan or whatever from Chanel. It's a warm red and it was beautiful. I loved it. I also wore this one as a pedicure. All right, this pastel yellow, recently posted a manicure. I wore this in June, and this pastel yellow is from Essie. It's called Atelier at the Bay. I think that's how you pronounce it. And in my post, I mentioned that I have come to realize that I'm just not a pastel yellow type of girl. I've tried many pastel yellows. I first hate the formula of them. Secondly, there's not a wow factor. Someone mentioned it in the comments, and they said it best. It's just there's no pizzazz, I guess, I think is what they said. And really there isn't. It doesn't look bad against my skin tone. It's actually super flattering, but there's nothing extra special. So, and this is probably going to be the last pastel I buy. Really, because I don't know. I don't even wear yellow that much. I don't know what the heck I'm doing thinking and buying more yellows. Actually, before I get into the other ones, I just want to mention, because I didn't pull any neon yellows this year or any bright yellows, because I have this one in my Project Polish, which is an awesome one from Essie, and it's called Check Your Baggage. It's such a great yellow. It's a little bit warmer. It has a little bit more of that reddy undertone, which I think will look really great for fall or like a summer to fall type of transition color, and awesome during the summer as well. I don't know if I mentioned that. And then let me actually quickly just, yeah, I think I have the camera there. This year, and I think I mentioned it on Instagram, I have this obsession with warm reds. I don't know what it is. I can put this on, wear it a week, take it off, get another warm red, put it back on my toe, put it on my toes, and then keep going with warm reds on my toes. I'm just obsessed with them at the moment. This one I've worn twice as a manicure, once as a pedicure. I love how this has been looking on my toes. It's just amazing. This is called My Chihuahua Doesn't Bite Anymore from OPI. A formula of these, like I feel like the cooler reds from OPI just perform a lot better. They tend to cover the nails at 2 coats to when they start playing around a little bit more with maybe warmer reds or whatever, like a pinky red or what have you. That's when I feel like I need 3 coats. The formula is just a little bit thinner. I've mentioned before though, I don't mind a thin formula from OPI because they do tend to thicken up once you get past the halfway point. So when they start off thinner, I feel like I can, I can get more use out of the bottle and still have a good good formula, good application, all of that. So 3 coats of this one. It's a red that's that has a little bit of an orange tone, which I adore, and I think it looks amazing for the summer. I mentioned this one from Chanel, wore it as well. This one I also wore, my husband loved, and this is throwing off my camera completely. It's from Orly, and it's called Blazing Sunset. This looked amazing on the toes. I really cannot say anything negative about the color. It's so beautiful. It takes about 3 coats to cover the nails. It's just such a great orange. This is like a red, but it has a little bit, almost like a little bit of a coral to it, but it is a very vibrant red. Let me move it out of this lighting. Yeah, it's like a neon coral. It's just so beautiful, but it has more red in it than Julie G, if you can see. Lot different, right? A lot more red, just very, very vibrant. Julie G is literally like neon lights on my toes. It's so great. They both are. This is one that I'm planning on wearing. I haven't worn it in a minute. I've had it for many, many moons. When does CoverGirl even do polishes still? I don't know. I think it's called Fury or something. Yeah, it's called Fury. This is a red that has an orange tone to it. Again, very, very warm reds. Totally into that. Another one that I have not worn in a while, but I have worn. I've worn in the past, and it's amazing. And actually, amazing formula is from Zerk Colors, and it's called Game Over. I remember when this was all the rage, everybody was obsessed with this polish. It was, I think it was, wasn't it sold out for a minute there? And then this polish, which I've mentioned many times, I'm pretty sure you guys are sick of it, but I cannot help myself. This is such a beautiful red. It's a blue tone red. It's the only blue tone red that I pulled out. And I love it because if you can see, it is very, very, it's very candy-like. It's a watercolor from a watercolor line from Essie, and it's super transparent. Literally, when I put it on my nails, my nails look like Jolly Rancher. Like, it just looks like a candy. It's so good. Wore it last summer. Most definitely want to wear it again. It's just so beautiful. If I don't get to wear it this summer, I can transition it into the fall. It's just so good. And then I wanted a teal that just was vibrant and sparkly and all of that stuff. I haven't worn this one in a minute. It's called Haley's Comet from Orly. It's from their FX line. This line they used to have many moons ago. You may be able to still find this line. Maybe on one of the discounted websites like Transdesign and what's that other site? I forget the name of it because it's been a minute since I've shopped there, but super good and bright and glowy. It's just so beautiful. Really good jewel tone for the summer. And then a pink holographic, but this is not a glitter like this one. This is a linear holographic from Color Club, and it's really, I think, the only pink holographic that I have that's linear. It's called Halo Graphic. And let's do this. I think this lighting is doing some justice to some of these polishes. You can see the little rainbow effect, which is so beautiful. I mean, rainbows in the summer, holographic polishes in the summer are just amazing. This polish has been sitting on this rack since, I think, the winter. And I still haven't gotten to wearing it. I haven't taken it off because Periwinkle looks great for the summer, and again, you know, pastels I think look amazing. This is very reminiscent to Bikini So Teeny from Essie. I finished that a long time ago. It has a very similar, and I haven't repurchased that one because this has a similar shimmer to Bikini So Teeny. I don't know if my camera will capture. That's really not visible on the nails, but the color is really, really beautiful. I think this one, if I remember, it takes about 3 coats. It's really pretty. And then this pastel that I have from LA Colors, I've never worn this. Oh, it's called Delicate. It's a very, very pastel pink that I've never worn. So just put that one up here. A really great color. I think it's going to be actually good for transitioning from summer to fall. Is String of Hearts from Orly. It's a really pretty kind of darker pink, magenta type of color. And then let's go this way. I mean, can we just... I'm still in love with this color. This came out in a summer collection, was it a year or two ago? And I'm still obsessing. This is called Synthetic Symphony. It's a really beautiful ultraviolet. It's so good. It has a lot of blue tones in it. So it makes it look super... It's like a darker color. It's not a neon like this, right? But it's still very vibrant on the nails. It's just so good. All right, and then very, very bright pink from Orly. I pulled some of my older Orlys. This is No Regrets. It's just good. Can't complain. You can see the difference. This is more pink. This has more orange in it. And then another coral. I don't know why I pulled out 2 corals. I'm trying not to pull too many duplicates, but failed. But this one needs most definitely, I think, more orange. It's called Artificial Orange from Orly. Came out in the same collection as, what is this called? Synthetic Symphony. That was such a good collection. Actually, let me compare it to Julie G so you can see. This one from Orly has most definitely, I think, more red in it, for sure. Okay, and I think this one came out in that same collection. Wow, could tell that I really like that collection. It's called a Kaleidoscope Eyes. It's a purple with a little bit of pink, and it's just really pretty. A little bit of a softer color. Baby blue. I'm not big on baby blues, but sometimes I will pull them out. This one is from the Salon Perfect, what is this called? Dipping Dots collection. It's called Cotton Candy. It's a cream. It'll be nice paired up with other things or by itself. This color, I wore this maybe a couple of years ago on my toes and I loved it. It had been a while since I'd worn it. Even prior to that one, it'd been years. I think it's called Groovy Green. I think this is the one, or something lime. Maybe this is not the one. It was a pastel green from China Glaze. This is an old one. It has a really old tag. Can you see that? And it has a much thinner formula, so I'm going to reserve this one for the toes, but I'm really wanting to wear this type of color on my toes. This is another one that I've had on this rack since winter and never worn it. I don't even know when I bought that. I bought this sometime maybe last year, whenever this collection came out. This is called Angel's Flight to Starry Night. No, actually, I don't think this came out last year, maybe the year before, and have yet to get it on my nails. It's supposed to be a holographic from OPI, so we'll see if I can get it on my nails this summer. And then a blue jelly. Haven't pulled in a minute. This one's from Ulta. I don't know if they have this one anymore, by the way. It is called Party Like a Patriot. It's a blue jelly. It's transparent, so I can do a jelly sandwich if I want. Okay, this one I mentioned in my recent video. I think it was, I labeled it aqua / turquoise or whatever. This is from Nails Inc. and it's called Bright Side Road. Such a great color for summer. It's amazing. I love these type of colors. It's been a minute since I've worn this one, so I figured I'd put this one on my seasonal rack. I specifically want to wear it on the toes. We'll see. I don't know. On the toes, I've been sticking to either white or warm bright reds, and then just playing around a little bit more with my manicure, a little bit more color. Okay, up here I have, and let me move this up a little bit. These up here are, I would consider, a little bit more transitional colors. So I'll start off with this one from CoverGirl. It is called Fuchsia Flame. It's a shimmer. It's, again, an old CoverGirl polish, and I recently, I think, got rid of an old OPI polish that I had that's similar to this one. So I don't have too many of these colors roaming around in my collection, but I think this type of color is going to be great to transition from summer to fall, or actually keep it in the fall. It's a jewel tone. It'll work. Same thing with this one, but this is a cream from Zoya, and it's called Talia. Talia or Talia, like the Mexican actress. Good formula, by the way. I do remember this staining my nails, but that tends to happen with Teals for me. And then this mac and cheese type of color, which I think is awesome, from China Glaze. Bought this, I think, possibly last year. Never got around to wearing it, so figured I'd put it on the rack. It's called Good as Marigold. It's an orange, but it has a lot of yellow in it. I think this is going to be awesome. And then I want to wear this one as a pedicure. It's called Ballet Slippers, just if I want to keep it a little neutral, maybe have, you know, a little bit more, yeah, neutral on the toes, and then have a little bit more fun with the color on my hands. I can pair it up with any bright color. And this is more like a creamy, beigey type of polish. I'm not a fan of the formula. The formula is a little meh, you know. But for petty, I'll leave it at 3 coats and be out the door. It's fine. Okay, my favorite pastel pink of all time, and it's been a minute since I've mentioned Fiji, guys. You can see my bottle's been sitting. It's been neglected for a minute. So this is a very warm pastel pink from Essie. Horrid formula, but the color and end result is amazing every time. Zero regrets. I mean, I have a backup of this. I love it. I think it looks so awesome. It's such a beautiful, beautiful, flattering color, really, to wear anytime. Anytime you need a pick-me-up, really, it's awesome. Okay, these two. So, Bubble Bath, I bought, maybe last year, repurchased it. I wore it during the spring. I put them on my rack here because I want to try to wear this one. I wore it on my toes. I think it was during the spring. I wasn't loving it too much. I don't know. Regrets purchasing this. But anyways, I brought this one out because this one, I like the formula a little bit better. It's not as milky and it has a better even application. It seems to have a little bit, it's more sheer, but it has a little bit more of a reddy tone compared to Bubble Bath. So this is Passion. You can see it looks a little bit more orangey, right? And then Bubble Bath here. It seems to be a little bit more milky, and I think that's the reason why the application, just the formula, is not the easiest. It's not the friendliest, to where I feel like Passion is a little bit more friendly. Let me make sure I'm saying the right name. Yeah, it's called Passion. So I want to wear this on the toes if I want something a little bit, again, more neutral, maybe a little bit more color on as a manicure. And then lastly, I have some toppers here. I pulled out all of the fun toppers that Sally Hansen has been coming out with. This is glazed top coat. It's the one that's pink leaning. Really pretty. I've been layering these, by the way. I tend to go back and forth and put one and then put the other one on top of it, and then I just kind of play around and see what kind of effects it gives me. But this one is called Glazed Top Coat. It's the pink leaning one. They're all so pretty. A little bit more sparse than some indie toppers like these, but I mean, this bottle is ginormous. You know, you can just keep layering until you get the effect that you want. This I love. I bought it at the same time I bought Glazed, and I love the effect of this one. It's so pretty. Okay, sorry. My camera was gonna stop recording. This one's super, super fun. It's really pretty. It has a little bit more of those golden and bronzy tones, which I love. It's called Moonlit Top Coat. It's just so pretty. Let's see. And let me actually put it next to this one so you guys can see the difference. I think the Moonlit just loads up a little bit more. And it could be because, actually, I don't know why. I'm not really sure why. I feel like I have to layer this other one a little bit more to get that oomph, to where this one, not as much. I don't know. Maybe it's the color. I'm not sure. All right, and then the last one that I have here from Sally Hansen, this is called Crystal Top Coat. It's the one that came out in the original release, and it's amazing. I mean, like zero complaints. You can wear this the entire year, really. and it's gonna look amazing. So I brought the glazed one. I think that's what it's called, glazed, because I'd originally pulled this one out from Colores de Carol. And I've mentioned this many times. Sometimes, you know, these little toppers are so beautiful, but they thicken up so fast. Look at that. It doesn't even move. And I tried you know, cleaning the neck of the bottle and all of that, but look at that. So I'm gonna have to restore this because I love this top coat. It's really, really beautiful, but it thickened up very, very quickly, not long after I opened it. And it's not like I opened it that much. This is from shrinkage, not from usage. I have worn it a lot, but not this much. Like, no. That's just, I don't know. I'm not really sure. So I'm kind of bummed out about that because it is so pretty. It has that green and yellow, those kind of golden tones of these flakies. And it also, what I like about it is that it has that pink and purple tone, which I adore. So because this one's super dried out, I, you know, had to pull this one out. Anyways, okay, let's back up a little bit. Can I get my face in there? I know it's been a minute. Hi guys. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. You guys have to let me know down below what you guys are loving this summer and what you guys pulled up. And if you have a seasonal rack, let me know what you guys have up there. Or what color are you guys obsessed over and cannot stop wearing this season? For me, it's the warm red, guys. It's the warm red, sorry. Okay, so I will see you guys in the next one. Bye. Totally forgot, just kidding. I forgot to mention the ones that I have down here. And actually, I have incorporated into this manicure. So I have Rose Amongst Thorns from China Glaze. I also, what else am I wearing? I am wearing, oh yeah, the Bell Witch from Polish. This one has gold flakies. And what else am I wearing? Oh yeah, I paired it up with this pink one from LA Colors I mentioned. Such a gorgeous color. And then paired it up with the pink holographic. A couple of the other colors I have up here from my Project Polish that I think are great for summer. This is from Picture Polish. Let's see, am I in focus? It's called Alice. It's a super bright blue with holographic flakes. Super fun. And then the yellow one. I think I mentioned this one throughout my video, but it's called Check Your Baggage. Super awesome yellow. Okay, now we're done. I'll chat with you guys later.